What'd you say? How's the Earth flat?
Yeah.
Well, the ocean. Do you think water's flat and level?
Nah.
No.
Nah,
So,
the moon moves the waves.
dude, we didn't say smooth, man. Flat and level, a horizontal plane.
So like the ocean doesn't have waves.
Yeah, they have waves, but there's a different property. Smoothness is not flatness. Dude, I dare you to write. Go to when you got Thanksgiving coming up, right? When you go there, be like, that table's not flat because if I take a microscope, there's bumps all over it, and you're gonna be eating outside. Okay, stop being
What the
pedantic. Yeah,
what
because
does
you
that
would
mean?
never talk like this, dude, in real life, dude. This, like, oh, the Earth's not flat because there's waves. It's 193 million mile on the horizontal axis, and it's 3 feet high on the vertical axis, so it's not perfectly flat.
Okay, but like how is it flat though? Like I want to know how it is. I'd like
I
to be
just told you,
educated.
the oceans of the world, there's only one ocean. I mean, we call them different oceans: Arctic, Pacific, Atlantic, but it's all one connected ocean, right? All the water is connected. That water is flat and horizontal. It does not curve into a ball. Most of the surface of the Earth is water, right? So if that water doesn't curve into a ball, then the Earth's not a ball. Water in a bathtub, flat on the surface. Water in a lake, flat on the
I was
surface.
just making shit up.
Water on the sea, flat on the surface. That's making shit up? We literally, when we want to make flat things in construction, we use a water level
Yeah, it's called
to make. Do
gravity.
we use it to make it curved? Go start a construction. And be like, oh, what's this level for? Oh, it's to make curved floors.
What the fuck?
Exactly. Sounds stupid, right?
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
stupid.
because in reality, so you have, like,
Comparing a
the flat
planet
Earth versus
and
globe thing
a
is this:
floor.
there's one is based upon reality, and the other one's based upon fantasy.
Yeah, the flat
Now
Earth
you
is
can
fantasy.
well, I just mentioned how it isn't. Like in real world, when you actually go outside into the natural world and use it, navigate it, all these things, that's what actually exists. Things like curving water, curving level, curving all these are just ideas. They don't actually exist out there. See, flat Earth is not on this Discord. It's outside in nature. It's not conceptual. It's not an idea. It's how we actually use and navigate the world.
Like,
It's how we
if
measure the
the
world.
Earth was flat, wouldn't you be able to like go into the sky and see the entire planet?
No. Why would you say that?
I mean,
Earth
if
isn't
it's
a planet,
flat,
A. Earth is not a planet.
sorry, it's a place.
It's
It's
not
a
a
floor.
plate either. It's not an object in space. There is no outer space. There is no outer
Okay.
space vacuum with shit floating around in it, dude.
Okay, so what is there?
Not that, because that's impossible. Do you know why do you know why it's impossible? Because we're breathing air. And if we are breathing air, that means there's air pressure. And if there's air pressure, that means it can't be next to a vacuum without a barrier. Because all the pressurized air would fly off into the vacuum. Just like it does in every experiment ever done in the history of mankind, is that high pressure goes to low pressure.
So like, how does gravity work then?
What does that mean? What do you mean by
Like
gravity?
when I drop something.
Okay. Yeah, it falls. And?
Yeah.
Yeah, so?
Wouldn't like the flat
Okay.
Earth just curve, like and rip
What are you,
apart?
what are you talking about?
Alright.
So you're confusing two different ideas. I drop something and it falls with mass attracts mass turning things into a ball. Those are two separate ideas.
Yeah, but
Not to
if there's
mention-
gravity, wouldn't the
You're
gravity collapse on itself?
You're trying to combine flat Earth with a
No, so you're
heliocentric thing, too.
confusing two different ideas. One is
Yeah.
called big G, the other one's called little g. Little g is known empirically. We drop something, it falls, it accelerates at 8.8 meters per second squared. But nobody ever dropped something and said, certainly the Earth has to be a ball because that thing fell to the ground. No one ever said that. That observation does not tell you the shape of the Earth. Now, there's an idea that the big G thing, F equals G times M1 times M2 divided by R squared, which is the Newton's universal law of gravitation. There's that idea that predicts that things would form into balls, like a bunch of free-floating matter in a vacuum would form into a ball. First of all, that's never been observed. Okay? It's never been shown to happen in a lab. And thirdly, it's not even a prediction of the physics. That would be a special case. Because you're going to get an uneven, distorted freaking blob. The starting freaking condition would have to be homogeneous. All the particle sizes will all have to be the same. It would have to be isotropic, meaning there isn't more mass in this place than this other place.
Wait, so what is pulling the objects to the ground?
What makes you think there's a pull?
I don't know. They fall. They don't go up. They don't go sideways.
How do you know it's on a push?
What would be pushing it?
What would be pulling it? Why are you using an
Gravity.
analogy of pushing and pulling at all? The current rhetoric is it's not neither of those. The current rhetoric is the distortion of space-time. That the geometry of space itself is changing.
Hey, real quick, I just put 12 different theories of gravity in the side chat. Which one is your favorite?
They need to go on a dartboard. Can you freaking get those on a dartboard?
Put it on the roulette wheel.
Yeah.
You probably could with all the division.
Gravity bingo card.
Yeah, the idea that gravity forms things into balls is a poorly conceived idea. And it's not even the modern rhetoric anyway. But that's what they teach everybody in school. Gravity bingo.
It goes up.
Yeah, you can't get, like, it doesn't logically follow because something falls to the ground that the Earth is a ball, okay? You can't make that chain of logic. Doesn't. Okay, I went outside. I picked up a frickin' rock. I let it go. It fell to the ground. Therefore, Earth ball. That's silly. Right? You need a whole sequence of a whole logical chain. And then all you would have is a hypothesis. But if I go, hey, dude, has anybody actually observed gravity forming things into a ball? That's a big no. You can say, hey, I look in the sky, I see a bunch of balls. That doesn't tell you how they formed. So, the point of all that is that even, let's say, you have this whole hypothesis that gravity forms things into balls.
I see you, man. My game installed.
Now check. Yeah. That was Heretic's Razor right there.
Perfect example.
Yep, exact. That was definitely Heretic's Razor.
Mind me, Heretic's Razor.
Is that people that are dumb that have been bullied by people that are smarter than them want to bully someone too, and they're sick of being bullied, so they come into the flat Earth room and then try to be the intellectual bullies.
That's also a bully reverse cycle.
Yeah, exactly.
Did Did he say something insultive, like leaving statement there?
What do you mean?
No, I just like if he.
No, he didn't.
exited
He
with an
didn't. But
at-home or
like,
something.
I think he thought he was gonna come in and just take a dump all over us, and then like didn't end up being that way.
Yeah. No,
He probably just thought we were crackpots.
For sure. Yeah. You could hear him kind of laughing at the beginning.
Yeah, just like Mansky said, he wasn't taking it seriously, and then it got so not serious that he had to pull a ripcord, jump out of the fucking airplane.
Yep.
Mansky, I know you think you proved globe Earth, but I proved concave Earth. That's right. Here, I'll show you the evidence. See that, Mansky? It's a photograph.
Yeah.
That's a digital photo taken of an actual printed photograph taken from an actual negative from an actual camera. That's the airplane wing on the left there. That's the horizon out there. Now you see that horizon? The horizon looks flat, bro. But the problem is it's not flat. Let me show you. So when you put a straight edge up to it, there you go, right there. Check that out. That horizon's curved up, buddy. Sorry, buddy. So someone told me you could see curvature of the Earth from an airplane window. So I was like, all right, bro. I happen to have some pictures from an airplane window. So if it's a curve of the Earth from the airplane window, then the Earth is concave. Well, guess the Earth's not a globe there, bud. Damn, sucks, doesn't it?
Didn't show up until better cameras existed.
Yeah. So when someone says, why would they lie? Everyone would have to be in on it. Well, is Kodak in on it? Did Kodak make cameras specifically designed to show the Earth as a globe? To lie because it's actually concave? Is that what happened to Mansky? What do you think, bro?
No, I don't think Kodak is in on it. I was talking to this guy a few months ago, or no, I wasn't talking to him. He just DM'd me, and he said you guys are pretty much retarded, but he's got like an idea of how the Earth actually is flat. And he was sending me all these links.
Wait, he
and
was
all of this
saying you're
shit.
retarded? Is that what you just said?
No, he said the guy, like the flat earthers in this room, are retarded.
I don't believe you. Show us a screenshot.
Well, he didn't say retarded, but he said
So
all
why
you
are you
guys can
making
do is...
shit up just to be rude?
Oh my god, dude. It's just...
Well, if you're going to slip in insults, don't be mad when we do it back.
Okay, dude. What did he say exactly?
He didn't say anything because you're making this up.
I'm not.
I thought he was making up, Travis. Pretty standard. Reference to this room from fucking Globe Zealots is prefaced with those guys are retarded.
Well, even flat
Like
earthers
Dr.
think that
Phil or Rich
that we're
Evans or
retarded.
something. No doubt. Was that it?
Yeah. I would say even some flat earthers would say those guys are retarded, but here's why the Earth is flat. So those flat earthers are retarded for thinking the Earth is flat, but let me tell you why the Earth is flat.
So yeah, go ahead. Tell your
like
story,
a novel.
Mansky. Yeah, Mansky, what were you going to say? Go ahead. Tell us.
No, he wrote me a lot. I'm trying to find what he said exactly about you guys.
Oh, okay. It's all just fucking personal insults.
Yeah.
Or did he have some evidence?
No, it wasn't really that insulting.
Was there any constructive criticism?
Why the fuck can't I find it?
Probably because it's not that important, man.
Now this guy has like a bunch of really interesting theories that you guys don't talk about. Oh, by the way, the guys at 24/7 aren't the best at providing anything more than water's level, etc. So he pretty much clowned on you.
Yeah. Well, we fucking share laser measurements all day.
That's
Right.
all we
They're right
really
off
need to
it, and
claim,
it's a
though.
limited hangout, to be honest. Damn, you guys got clowned on.
But you claimed that he said that we were retarded. That's
Okay,
not
dude.
what that's saying.
Like, come on, read between the lines there.
Okay, but what greater point did he give?
See, AI is the only intelligent one in this room. He can actually look past the whole retard thing.
What greater point did he give?
Oh, T-Dub's getting fucking triggered now.
Would you kindly answer
Okay,
AI?
take it back, Travis. You
I'm
recovered
losing
right there.
interest real fast.
Respond to
Sent me this
AI.
gift.
This is your moment, Mansky. When the girl is Mansky,
no.
the girl has
Not
put her
Mansky.
face in front of you. She's pouting her eyes, her lips are puckered, and you're sitting there talking about something else rather than taking her and kissing her. Okay, so she's about to break up with you, bro. So get it done. Let's go. Let's go.
We live within / below an electromagnetic field. That's why the stars move in two rotations like we observe, and why the latitude and longitude lines mirror the sky. Then he sent me this weird GIF, and then magnetic field versus electric field. You see? Then he sent me a bunch of links.
Bet it was BD or
No.
something.
And the kicker is the sun actually does a figure 8, not circles, like almost every flat earther still assumes at this point. Stay tuned. Most people, flat earthers and ball earthers, are quick to assume the two-pole flat Earth would require a pack-manning sun, but this isn't true. They'll see when I make the graphics show it along with the explanations. Blah blah blah.
What was the guy called, Mansky?
His username. What's his username?
Oh, his username? New perspective.
New perspective.
There
Yeah,
we go.
we know that guy.
Yeah, we know who he is.
No way!
No?
Yeah.
Oh, but
Because
by
he's
the
no
way,
longer allowed in our channels because he keeps rabbling on fucking esoteric shit. He's now angry.
oh really?
I don't know. He seems to be working on something pretty big.
What's up, flurfers?
Hey, leave your mum out of this.
What's up, Globetard?
Well, you see, the difference, bro, is that let's say he's correct that that's how the sky works. Okay, let's say that's true. That doesn't change the fact that the surface is flat, and that the gold standards of the surface being flat is that it's benchmarked to water level, which water is flat and level. So he just is mad that he doesn't get to talk about his things here, but he can talk about those things. So
Water is not
basically,
flat.
bro,
And has.
yeah.
And borrowed clips of us, right? He's made clips of us for his programming on YouTube.
Oh, and the
That's
circle,
fucked.
the sun makes perfect circles, or the sun has to teleport. I mean, those aren't necessarily the positions of everybody that hangs out 24/7. So I don't even know what he's talking about. I think it sounds like he's butthurt, but go ahead.
Who's butthurt?
He referenced some guys called Ether Cosmology. Do you know them?
Yeah,
Oh,
Shane and
that's not.
Alan.
That's not.
Shane and Space Audits. It's like
Yeah,
a bear.
Alan. I don't think they say the sun makes circles or anything like that.
Did you guys know that there are little retro reflectors on the moon?
There are?
Yeah, man-made
Wow, dude.
installed.
How did they get them there before the moon landing?
Installed, installed by hand, by man.
Yeah, sure.
Did you hear what he just asked you?
Well, quick
Of course he
question.
did.
If there were no retro reflectors, would they be able to bounce lasers back and forth?
No.
No. So why don't you look up MIT 1961, who was bouncing lasers off the moon many years before the Apollo hoax?
Or the
Link it.
Soviet Crimean Observatory, where
Link
they
it.
also did the same thing.
Go ahead and link it.
Just look it up. MIT bounces laser off moon, 1961. Google it. Look it up yourself.
Fuck, dude, it's on Wikipedia's retro reflect page on the retro reflectors.
What, 1961 MIT laser, you said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bounce lasers off moon.
No, he's gonna throw his own. Watch, he'll throw his own claim under the bus right when he gets back.
Yeah, he said no, they couldn't be possible. So
Now, what about Shane and Alan? They're saying what?
What, you weren't listening, Indio?
I only heard part of it. I only heard that back end of it.
Mansky has DMs or something from New Perspective, all about how we're shit, we don't go beyond Waters' level, he's got better arguments, blah, 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 blah.
We don't go beyond Waters' level. Oh, New Perspective. I mean, I don't know what that would even mean. I wouldn't go by how Mansky's characterizing them. New Perspective's
well, I
main
just put it on the
go-to though
screenshot.
is the rotation and trying to land the airplane. I wouldn't go by what Mansky, whatever he said. You know,
Bro, I posted a
New
screenshot.
Perspectives. Huh?
Yeah, right, this is just all on Mansky's word. We're going off here.
Dude, you can see his little avatar profile picture, his name.
Yeah. My
Tag.
bros do a great job explaining. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go to read the first one.
Tag him indirectly. Maybe he's around.
He might even be listening. Like
Yeah,
I said, he has
come in here to
clipped
defend
us.
himself, dude. Is this like a pathetic version of Divide and Conquer, Mansky?
No, I just randomly brought it up because AI was talking about concave Earth, and
What does any of this say about Flat Earth Discord?
At the bottom it
24/7.
says, by the way, the guys at 24/7 aren't the best at providing anything more than Waters level, etc. They're right about this, but it's a limited hangout. To
Where's that?
Towards
Which
the bottom.
screenshot is that in?
Oh, it's the second one.
Guys at 24/7 aren't the best at providing anything more than Waters level. They're right about this, but it's a limited hangout, to be honest. I'll send you links to some servers that go further and aren't overly cautious not to speculate. You can join those from YouTube. What's that a link to?
He sent me a ton of links.
Yeah, we don't speculate. If they want to speculate, feel free.
Well, let's preface this, Indio. He started his gambit with, this guy DM'd me that 24/7 guys are retarded.
Dude, he did. He clowned on you guys.
Doesn't seem like
So somebody I'm on a first name basis with is calling us retarded.
You guys are the water's level
that
bros.
flat Earth dude knows in real life and like hung out and had beers with like he's calling us chart, but it doesn't say anything about him doing that at all. And he posts our freaking videos on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I've hung
So
out with him not only on Discord but also on X.
Yeah, Mansky heard somebody say 24/7 doesn't. This is what he basically heard. 24/7 limits their points to non-speculative facts that can be substantiated with direct evidence or empiricism. Therefore, they're retarded. I think that's what Mansky heard.
So, Ether Cosmology, which is the name of the Discord that those guys hang out on, is about ether cosmology. So they go into the speculation of how the ether and they're trying to explain the sun, the stars, and they go through all that shit. But that's their thing. We're not on that thing. At least I'm not. While it's interesting, and like Nancy, you could actually learn a lot by going to space audits and reading some of their literature reviews that they go over. The homework that you never did, they go over it. You could do it over there. They go over frickin' Michelson Morley, the Reb compound, like all the experiments which got to where we are now. The Earth is like general relativity and all the shit that goes with it. Tests that showed that the Earth is not in motion, like Airy's failure and Michelson Morley. They go through all that stuff. Okay.
Right.
We have been focused and always been focused on specifically flat Earth. They're on some other shit. What do we have to do?
Right.
Some fucking monolith where we all hold hands and say the same shit?
But I mean, too, as well, like we're pointing out that it's not dependent, like what we say, on providing alternatives when they demand that we do, right? Like, well, I say that the sun proves the Earth's globe, so if it's not, you've got to present something else about the sun and the stars and the planets and all that shit, right? Like, we don't have to, but if they want to, they can do it. And probably they just do it because they're interested in it and they want to figure stuff out, right? They're not necessarily presenting it back to Globers as an alternative or as a rebuttal
They're not.
to any
They're not
Glober
either.
argument.
You hit the nail right on the head, dude. They're not presenting it as an alternative. They're not saying, "Hey, dude, we need to replace their bullshit with ours." They're on some other shit. This is like an independent fucking
Yeah,
side quest that has
I looked
nothing to
up the
do with
experiment.
anything.
It's exactly what I thought.
What's exactly what you thought? What you
You
thought?
can they
You haven't
just
thought
shine a
in
light on
months.
the moon, but that doesn't. The retroreflectors prove that we went and put them there.
How?
How else did they get there?
They're not, dude.
How do you know they're there?
We already covered this.
You're
Dude. They
not.
do
You're
it
not well, bro. You're not well, Twanger. How do we know
Indio,
they're
I
there?
like how you almost slipped there, dude. I
How
like
do
that.
how do we know
You
they're
put the
there,
mask
dude?
up really fast though. You caught your mask there.
Yeah. How do you know they're there, Twanger?
Because they
round.
direct light directly back at us.
Really? In the form of what? How is that detected?
In light, photons.
Yeah. How is it detected?
It's round.
Yeah. Cool story, bro.
Wait your turn.
It's a nice TV show too. I saw that TV show. So you're talking about, right? The TV show.
Space is real, boys. After all, looks like we
Twanger,
really
stop
did land
trolling,
on the
bro.
moon. Looks like we really landed on the moon.
You
boys.
look, Twanger.
Why-
You're trying to convince yourself. Okay.
Right.
Why does this
No, I'm not
stupid
trying to convince
ideology
myself. I'm
still
looking at
exist?
the evidence and saying, yeah,
What's
this is
the
bullshit.
ideology part?
Yeah,
All right,
flat Earth.
we're done.
Can you tell me what the ideology part is, though? The ideology part? What part
Of
is that? Of the flat Earth? What's the ideology
stupid
part?
belief in
What makes you think it's a belief?
because we literally have evidence to prove otherwise.
Well, I have evidence. Oh, you have evidence to prove. Well, what is it? I want to hear this.
More
What's the evidence to prove
There's
otherwise?
actually there's a good video from a flat Earth
Oh
documentary
my
that actually
God.
disproves them.
Really? How do you do that?
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you do?
he shined a light
Yeah.
like through a hole from a distance. Like here, let me
Yeah.
let me just no, let me just show you the video.
Yeah, just review it, dude.
How high was the light? How far was the
Sounds
distance?
really technical, bro.
How
You
dark
guys are
was the
mean.
hole?
I'm looking up the video real quick.
Why do you have to look up what you already believe?
What?
You're looking up what you already claimed was true retroactively. You believed it first and then looked for the evidence later.
It's a documentary.
A
I
mo-
let you watch the whole documentary about a flat Earth.
Is this what you based
They-
your view
they
of
even
globe
s-
Earth on? Is
You mean
this how you
Netflix?
decided that you're on a globe?
Yeah, because we live on a globe.
Yeah, but you said it was listen, bro. You said it was a belief. So if it's a belief, why did people before the globe idea came around? Why did people think the Earth was flat? What was that based on?
Because they probably didn't know what a fucking roundness was.
Okay, so they
They
said,
didn't
I don't know what
gravity,
roundness is,
exactly what
therefore the Earth
gravity
is
was.
flat. How did they know?
Well,
Bro,
they didn't really know what flat. If we're talking like what timeline are we talking now or like
before
way in the past?
Plato's wrote Timaeus, which is the first reference to the Earth ever being a globe. Before that, before anybody ever thought of it, why did people think the Earth was flat? The Mayans, the Chinese, the Indians, fucking everybody thought the Earth was flat.
I just want to throw this in. Plato's pretty awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Plato is usually right.
Yeah,
on
change
a
the
lot of
subject.
shit.
It ain't happening. Why did people think the Earth was flat? It's a very simple answer.
I mean, they just did because
They
they
just
weren't
did.
educated elsewise.
Oh, they weren't educated.
What was their reasoning?
The people who built the pyramids were not educated?
Right.
No,
What was their
that's-
reasoning, bro?
This is like an honesty
Hold on, brother.
check where you
Hold
guys
on.
can't say
Sports
the
minute.
obvious. It's because the Earth looks flat. You know what the answer is. We know what the answer is. But you have to
They
pretend there's
didn't
no
know what
evidence.
Earth looked like.
They didn't know what Earth looked
They
like,
just-
so everyone was blind prior to Plato.
Everyone was blind.
They didn't have the view of space, too.
Did they need it?
Really?
Yeah.
Why do they need a view from
didn't.
space? Well, why would they ever think space exists?
Now we're, bro. This is so.
Right, so that sounds like a concession to me that while you're on the surface, it looks flat.
Yeah, so it's not a belief, bro. Beliefs are acceptance without evidence. Looking flat is evidence that it's flat. What else would it be evidence of? Evidence that it's curved?
It doesn't even look flat. You could see the curvature
From
of
where?
the Earth if you look
From where?
outside.
Really?
You could literally look outside and see the curvature.
Let me see the side of a house, dude. I don't know what
Nah,
you're
this
talking
should be
about.
good. This should be good.
Yeah.
So where do we
I
go to
looked
see this
outside.
curve?
I looked
Maybe
outside and I
not
see a
at
ball
the
field.
side of
There's
your
a
house.
ball field in back of my house.
Earth is pretty big, and it's definitely very,
Ants on a ball. Here we go.
definitely.
So this is the part where you try to
variety.
convince us that we can't actually tell if the Earth is a ball. Just
I mean,
and
you
that it looks
can.
flat, that it's a flat-looking ball. This is that part of the.
I mean, you can't with
dialogue.
how big it is, yeah. But if you definitely look far enough out into the horizon, you could tell it's curved.
That
Even
My
if
question
slightly.
is too: when we look at a moon, why does it look round? Huh?
what
What's the
happened?
moon got to do with the Earth?
No, just a question.
Who cares?
Oh,
Why does your fucking dog look like a dog?
okay. Like
Does
dumb
it make it a
question, I
cat?
guess.
Why does the Earth look round in space?
How do you know that?
Because we literally have evidence.
Who's we? There's
of
no
it.
we.
Us as human, I could literally look it up.
Us as humans. There's no we. You're not involved in any of that shit. In any way. You're not an astronaut, buddy.
I can Google it though.
So check this out. How do you know that's what the Earth looks like from that point of view? Maybe it looks like something else.
You just blew his mind.
This is
So you
so
don't know.
I
fucking
just
You either
have to
trust
ask
it.
these new guys. Sorry, I just have to ask. Like, do you think we're sitting here as flat earthers because we forgot to go to Google Images?
No, you just want to be countercultural.
Oh, now
No.
it's a psychological problem.
You just kind of want to be countercultural. It's
Then why didn't
no,
I? Then
stupid.
why didn't I start my argument with I fucking hate the government? Why did I start it with, hey, dude, why did people think the Earth was flat in the past? And I pointed to evidence. Do you
I
want to
didn't
know what
realize
you
the
didn't
globe
point
was a
to?
You didn't really.
Evidence that that the Earth looks flat isn't evidence it's flat. What's it evidence of?
It doesn't look flat completely. I've even said out in the horizon it's curved.
In what way? In what way
Right.
is it curved? Can you tell us? Inform us. Is it curved left to right?
What do you
Does it curve
mean?
down? You know the horizon means
curved.
bounding circle? That's the ancient Greek, means bounding circle. That means it's no matter what direction you look, say you're on an island, you can see 3 miles
Oh
in
wait,
every
I can't
direction.
upload photos.
Say
This
say
is
you could see
stupid.
3 miles in every direction. That would be a circle. That's why horizon means bounding circle. The horizon's flat. You could do a 360, it's flat. Water's flat. Water's flat and level. Most of the surface of the Earth is water, right? And if that water is not curving, then the Earth's not a ball. It's very simple. If the water's curving, Earth is a ball. If the water's not curving, Earth is not a ball. We know the water's not curving. But it isn't a belief that it's not curving. We can observe this. You've observed this. The difference between us and you is they say there's some point that you can't see where it does start curving. Well, you can measure to see if that place actually exists, and it doesn't exist. You know why? Because we checked. You can check too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
but
you can check.
you are missing a huge, and I mean
You
huge,
check.
part
I wanna see
of
first measurements.
you're missing a huge part of the Earth that could possibly hide it being, round. That being, it's fucking huge.
Not when it
Oh my god, you
Over
sound
time.
familiar. What's your YouTube channel name?
so big.
None. I don't have a fucking YouTube channel.
Round Earther.
Huge is
That's
not a size. That's
common
just your
sense.
opinion.
There's specific numbers that are given to us.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract there. Continue on. Sorry, India. That was my bad.
Dude, let me see. What is the actual size of the Earth? I keep forgetting.
Because they can only
Wait,
be so big.
you don't even know?
But only so big.
Because it's just big.
Why
I
don't
don't
you know
have to have the
already?
exact numbers stored in my head.
Well, how
You're
can
gonna
you
come
make
in here
claims if you
defending
don't know the
something. You should know
numbers?
everything about it.
I was just joining. I was exploring. I wasn't.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I mean, you were quick to assert the Earth was a globe
Give
as
him a
soon as you
chance to
entered the
find
channel.
the.
Now you seem to be backpedaling.
Don't you find it odd that you have to
bro.
make the argument that the globe is undetectable?
For the record, I'm exploring too.
Yeah.
Don't you think that
I
that's
mean,
like an odd
this is just
argument?
stupid.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
just
not
kind of
really an
joined because
argument.
I think that I wasn't really here to try to argue. I was just
Well,
kind
you
of
said you tried to claim we have an ideology, which is horseshit.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Okay, so observing the Earth is flat is an ideology. That's an ideology.
Yeah.
Do you know what ideology means?
Yep.
It means not with the senses, dude.
Yeah,
It would
that's
mean
what I
it would
do.
mean a
When
mental
people come on
construct,
the
an
job
idea.
site,
It comes from. Go ahead, AI. Sorry.
Yeah.
when people come on the job site, the first thing I do with them, I say, "Can you read a tape measure?" If they say no, I go, "Okay, now let me explain the ideology real quick." Then I say, "Can you use a level?" And they say no, and I go, "Okay, let me explain the ideology real quick." I mean, dude, measurements
What?
aren't ideology, brother. Yeah, when you're on a job site and you're trying to level a foundation or you're trying to level a floor or put up a wall vertically, is that an ideology?
I
The
feel
answer is
like
no.
you're
It isn't.
trying to misguide me. And some.
No, I'm not, dude. You come in here claiming that observing something flat and concluding it's flat is an ideology. Okay, that's just ridiculous.
It doesn't. The Earth doesn't even look flat.
You're already entirely misguided. We're trying to unmisguide you.
At what point is
How
it
the
not?
fuck am I misguided?
At what point is
Because
the
you
Earth
think
not?
we live on a spinning sphere with no empirical evidence of it.
Misguided by believing in
Where does
it.
gravity come from? Is it just. Is like gravity
Here
flat
we
too?
go.
Which gravity?
The fuck you mean which Earth's gravity?
Einstein's or Newtonian gravity? Which gravity are you talking about? There's a whole bunch.
They don't believe in gravity.
They don't believe in
Is it?
gravity?
Nobody.
Do
You
you
don't
not
even know
believe
what
in gravity?
What does that mean
Is
to not believe in
that what
gravity?
Yeah. Is that what it requires? Belief, trust.
What's going on in chat? Let me see chat
No,
real quick.
So, see, this is the problem: is that you guys conflate two separate ideas. One idea being things fall, and that's called gravity. That's the effect we all observe in nature. But you conflate the cause with the effect. Why things fall? You think it's because there's a magic pulling force that forms things into balls. That's never been demonstrated experimentally. It's never been observed in nature. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Things fall is observed every day. Gravity forming things into balls, that's horseshit. Now, what you should be paying close attention to is the major infirmities, the ideas you have or you've been taught are when you actually think about them. The cause, the effect is called the cause. Hey, dude, what's gravity? What forms things into a ball? I don't believe that happens. Oh, drop something. Well, what causes that? Oh, I don't know. What causes something to fall? The thing that forms things into a ball. So, well, how do you know that? Drop something. End up in a loop, circular logic.
Okay, I do have one question. Why do you think that gravity would turn something in the balls?
It's what you guys think. It's what you
No.
guys think. It's not what I think.
Why
I
would
don't know
you?
why anybody thinks that.
What? You said
You'd have to.
water's flat.
Yeah, the mainstream claim is that Earth is a sphere and all the planets are spheres. It's because gravity pulls mass into that shape. That's the mainstream claim. That's what you believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's never been observed in nature.
I always figured one of the first things they did on the ISS was take some Cavendish balls, put some water in there with them in a vacuum chamber, and showed us water sticking to them. But they never did.
Yeah, they always show us them going to the bathroom for some reason.
Let's hear what Ice has to say. He's about to spiral because he thinks looking up proves things go less into balls. thinks that's the evidence that that's how they form, by just seeing them, and they may be spherical.
No, I'm pointing out that very basic reason to conclude that when the other guy says there's no reason to think that gravity turns things into balls when everything we see in the place where gravity would turn things into balls is a ball.
What?
So,
What place is that?
try
How do we
again.
find? Hold on, Ice J Fish. How do we find that place in the first place?
Oh, it's very simple. You know how air pressure, like there's less air the higher you go?
It's not a method of finding
No,
something
no,
where
I'm
it is.
explaining it to you. So the place where I'm talking about is where there's less air. So the higher you go, the less air there is. If you keep going up, ostensibly,
Yeah. How does that tell me
everything
where
you
the place where
observe
there's balls
flips
are?
around,
Nothing. You're
it
not.
goes down to basically zero. Because if it
You
keeps going
said
down,
that in the place we expect to find a ball, we see the stuff that would make the ball.
no, we
Okay.
see balls.
Why would we expect in that
Okay.
place to be a? Hold on. Why would we expect that place in three-dimensional space there to be a ball there?
Because we're looking at distances that are so far away in a place where there wouldn't be any air, which means that large masses, according to gravity, would collapse on themselves into balls, spherical shapes.
Okay.
And that's what we see in the sky.
Okay, that's not a
That's
prediction
what. That's
of Newtonian
right.
gravity. You're
That's
just
Those are
saying
exactly
two
it is a
separate things.
Thank you
bro.
and good night. Or I might be
Hey, bro! In the side, hey, don't you freaking
Little
you
bitch.
weasel little cunt.
He's so
He
fucking
did it. He
broken,
did
man.
it.
Little bitch.
You guys are fucking mentally delusional.
That's really a good argument.
Oh well.
Oh, you want to pick up for him? You want to pick up his argument for him?
No, I just want to ask one question. What gave you this conclusion
Huh,
that Earth is flat?
Paying attention to reality and
They've
stop
been
living
singing
in
by a
fantasy
journey.
land. When you actually observe the world, look, what did it is I actually observed the world instead of taking what the world is on based upon what someone told me. I said, "Hey, dude, what people are telling me.
So you're
Let's go
saying you
check
were
that.
never
Let's go check
influenced
that.
by anyone.
No, let's go check that. We fact checked
So you were influenced by someone.
Stop
What do you mean?
interrupting him, B man. I'm trying to hear him,
Yeah.
and in every sentence
I'll tell you what I was influenced by. There was
He was interrupting me earlier.
Okay, I'll tell you what I was influenced by. There was in Michigan, there was a news story on the weather, on the local news, that they showed a photograph of Chicago across 52 miles across Lake Michigan, and they said it was a mirage. But it didn't look like a mirage. There was no double image. It wasn't an inferior mirage, wasn't a superior mirage, wasn't a Fata Morgana. And then I looked up the math, and the Chicago shouldn't be visible. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Then I looked, there's more observations that bust the globe. More and more and more and more and more. That the globe makes certain predictions of what we should see of the world, and none of those predictions are actually in the world.
So wait, can you see Bangladesh from where you are?
No, and you shouldn't.
Exactly. Do you know why?
There's no reason
Yeah,
why you
because
would.
of the meteorological conditions prohibit it.
That's a transmission
Because
factor.
when I look at my local weather app and it says visibility 10 miles, that's based upon the meteorological condition
Yeah,
and the
guess what
clarity.
your weather app's based on?
So my
Earth
weather
being
app is a
around you.
curve calculator.
Has nothing to do with curvature.
Yes, it can.
My weather app is a curve calculator. That's what you're saying. Would it need to know my elevation?
Yeah, it would.
So I have to punch before I can use my weather app, and it gives me the visibility. I have to punch in my elevation.
No, what? You're being so fucking disingenuous. It's crazy.
Well, because how far you can see on the globe is based upon how high you are above the surface, right? You can see farther from on top of a mountain, right? I'm seeing over the curve of the Earth. So the visibility would have to be based upon, if it's calculating the curvature, I would need to know my elevation to make that prediction. Yeah, it's not based upon that. It's based upon the transparency of the air. And guess what? The air's not transparent for fucking 9,000 miles or however far away Bangladesh is.
Okay, if the air isn't transparent, how can we see the moon and the stars?
My goodness gracious. Well, you're not looking horizontally, are you, at the moon?
Much easier to look up than it is horizontally. There's less
And in
stuff.
fact, the sun is 23,000 times less bright on the horizon than it is at noon. Yeah,
That's not
23,000
Yeah, where does
times.
it go at night? Where does it go at night then?
Somewhere where you're not
Is that
away.
that's a crazy.
Okay, so why is there sun in Japan while I don't have sun here?
Same answer I just gave you. The air
What
is
the
not
f-
transparent. If I'm
Me
underwater,
personally, I
let's
feel
say
like
I'm at 400. Let's say I'm at 400 meters under the surface of the ocean, and it's noon. Can I see the sun?
What?
I'm under the water.
me
It's
personally,
noon.
I feel
I'm
like it
underwater,
plays
and it's
peekaboo.
noon. I'm 400 meters. Can I see the sun?
It matters how clear the water is.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But not the air.
Guess what air
Mm,
contains? It contains a lot of water.
Yeah.
It's called humidity.
Then there's dust. Then
Thank
there's the
you,
air
whatever
itself.
your name is, for these images. This is
It's called Snell's window.
yeah.
So
I
you
know
don't
what Snell's window
understand
is.
by your own admission there, V-Man, you just contradicted your other claim
What do
or
you mean?
assertion. Well, the clarity of the water, right, is relevant
Yes.
to how far you'll see through it. So
I've seen some very clear water, and
Mhm.
air is just a very,
Usually just
very
shallow
clear
sea.
Yeah,
water,
the air is a medium
depending
as well.
on variables.
So can you see fish 500 feet below you on super clear water?
Hey, all right, friends. All right,
Well,
I'm
I
gonna
can
have to
see
smack
the
the
I
facts
mean,
real
Bermuda
quick.
what
swimming
happened
pool.
in this image, V-Man? Did the Earth fucking shrink, and that's the horizon there, just past the skyscrapers?
That's fog.
mm,
Oh shit!
Mm.
me personally, I believe it plays peekaboo.
So a high density of water in the atmosphere. You
Well,
understand that with
Yeah.
distance, the light is going to attenuate through the medium. That's why you can see the sun on the horizon. You can look at it because it's passing through all of that gas. As to when it's above your head, you can't look at it because there's not so much of density of that medium to distinguish the light. Same reason why you can't see to the bottom of the ocean, or like Indio says, see the sun at noon when you're 400 feet down, because the light can't get through all of that water, even though a small portion of it might be transparent to you. Over distance, it's actually translucent.
funnily enough, my friend, they actually have a equation that you can do. It's called the Rayleigh Atmosphere Extinction Coefficient, and when you apply it to the ambient atmosphere at the base altitude, so zero altitude, you get pretty much no more than 350 miles that you can see. So the idea of seeing from one coastline to the other coastline of thousands of miles away is impossible. You can't see through that much atmosphere. It's just that simple. Now, you might say, well, hold on, Fred, real quick. So you might say, well, if the Earth was flat, I should be able to see everything I should be able to see within that range. Well, guess what? There's observations off the west coast of California where people are seeing islands and out in a range that's within that range, but greater than the range of the alleged curve the Earth would allow. So, in other words, off the coast of California, you can see everything that's within that range. So, if anything, friend, your argument that I should be able to see things beyond what the curvature of Earth would allow is correct. We see those things all the time. So, whether you realize it or not, you actually defeated that the Earth was a globe. So, good job. The Earth is flat. Doesn't matter. By his own admission, he said, if the Earth was flat, I should see things beyond the curve of the Earth. They should present themselves within my field of view. And I presented him with an example that that is true. Therefore, by his own logic, he now concedes the Earth is flat.
And that's based upon the misconception that he can see the moon at nighttime and it's thousands of miles away.
Well, he could definitely see the moon.
They don't realize that you're not seeing the surface of the moon. You're seeing the light that comes off the moon.
How else would you see anything?
Exactly. That's what they don't understand. They think they're seeing an object thousands of miles away. No, you're seeing the light travel to you.
That's fair, but the main point here is that he's confused that if I can look straight up and see something that I assume is thousands of miles away, therefore, when I look horizontally, I should see things that are thousands of miles away. But the atmosphere is more dense, the lower altitude, right? So the occlusion rate is higher looking out horizontally than it is looking diagonally, than it is looking straight up.
Yeah, that's why they put telescopes on high mountains so they can avoid the thick part of the atmosphere. They prefer mountains that are 12,000 to 14,000 feet.
Right, so if he's still here, what was his name?
Is it V-Man?
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, V-Man, I addressed your question about the visuals and why it's different horizontally look vertically. And I also addressed the fact that you can see things out horizontally within your field of view, within that 350-mile range, that supersede the globe geometry. So according to your logic, the Earth is flat, V-Man. What do you have to say about that? All right, he pleads the fifth. The jury convicts. The Earth is flat. I rest my case.